story. So my next guest, I am as surprised to see him as you are. In fact, I was even more surprised when I read in today's newspaper that he, along with 6 others, have been charged with incitement. That's right, incitement, bordering on hate speech on social media. I once predicted he'd end up in jail. Looks like he's well on his way, but he claims he is innocent. I want to give him a chance because everybody is hating on him. Hating with a capital H. Sit back. Dr. David Matsanga.
Yes.
I had to give you a little airtime, man. Little airtime.
Okay.
You're in trouble.
Which trouble?
You're in trouble. You're charged with incitement.
Charged with incitement?
Yes.
Defending an African president, a deputy president, an African who has been taken to the ICC.
Oh, Matsanga, come on.
Wait, let me explain.
Matsanga.
It's not incitement.
How do you
I have, my post is very clear. Jeff, I carried, these are all my posts.
On Facebook?
Yes.
They're all in here?
Oh, yes.
You know what I did with the last piece of document you gave me, remember?
Yeah, you know it is still very valid. Don't throw it in the water. But look at that. All that. I opened the Facebook.
Oh, sorry, yeah, okay.
I opened the Facebook on 1st of January 2014.
Okay, let me ask you real quick. Don't explain to me.
Yes.
What are they charging you with? What did you do?
I don't know. Because I don't even want to talk about what I have not seen.
But the Media Monitoring Commission says you are inciting people. You're inciting them into hate speech. I don't know what.
When I refuse ICC fake, flawed investigations against some Africans, I have incited people. I have a quarrel with the ICC. I don't have a quarrel with the government of the Republic of Kenya.
So why are they coming after you, Matsanga?
I don't know. It's a political motivation. Somebody has politically worked out to get Matsanga.
Why?
Because I've stood from 2008. How come that from 2008 up to now, I've been talking the same language, Koinange, with you. I've never waffled, never changed, never surrendered.
But Matsanga,
my point, wait. My point is, I came in, I defended the president. I did not know he would be a president today. I defended the deputy president. I did not know he would be.
So you're saying that all this defense, Matsanga, all this defense of these 2 individuals is what's landed you in this trouble?
Exactly.
Why? Why you?
People don't like them.
People don't like you?
Oh, yeah, they don't like me. If I defended the right, they would like me even most. Oh, yes. You want me to tell you the truth?
Go on.
Yes, they would not have taken me for incitement.
What are you trying to say?
I am exactly telling you that I stood by these 3 gentlemen. There were 6. This Matsanga, who is on your bench today, did not and will not surrender until they are free, because their cases were fake.
Okay, let me ask you this, Matsanga. Does anybody care?
It doesn't matter.
Does anybody care that you are the lone ranger out there defending these individuals?
When I started defending Zimbabwe, did anybody care? I said remove sanctions on Zimbabwe. We met with you several times. What did I tell you? I will get those sanctions down. Are they not down? They are gone.
What is your point, Matsanga?
My point is the passion I have for the defense of this continent. I'm a Pan-African guy. I don't work for money. I'm not a hired gun. Some people think that, you see, part of the problem of Kenya is everybody is a tenderer. They look for tenders and documents to chase around. I don't. I defend Africa with a passion. And I have defended these people with a passion. I don't care whether they like me or they don't like me themselves. I don't care. But I have stood firm. I have said there was something wrong that will create this country a problem. Wasn't it so? In 2008, I warned you that these cases will be finished in 2015. Didn't I tell you? I told you.
Yeah, but at the same time, look what they have done to you.
It's all right.
You're heading to jail.
Everything has a price to pay. Mandela would have run out of jail if we would have feared South Africa would have not been liberated.
So you don't mind what's happening to you?
Oh, yes. If they prove a case, my Facebook is open, Jeff. My Facebook is open to anybody who has gone to school, unless Mrs. Mary Ombora has not gone to school. But if she has gone to school, my Facebook talks about ICC.
Okay, but
cases.
You know, Mrs. Mary, she's not here to defend herself, so you know, we'll leave that out.
But she's the chairperson. That's the only person I reference I have.
But Matsanga, look,
whom can I attack now?
Look, nobody seems to really care about you sticking your neck out. This is what I'm getting at. Nobody cares. You stick your neck out, you're on your own.
I think those suspects care because I'm the only African who has gone to that court with an amicus curiae. You know that English? Amicus curiae.
Friend of the court.
Oh yes. The only accepted amicus curiae is Matsanga's. Show me one.
So what is your point?
No, wait, show me one. On come July,
yes,
if you bring a status conference of President Mungai Uhuru Kenyatta, Matsanga will be there.
Doing what?
Yes, I will be stating my case to the court. If you don't want, switch off your TV. But you'll see me. But I'm sorry, you'll see me.
Matsanga,
because I've applied successfully. The chamber and the presiding judges have accepted me. And they have said that the guy come and tell the story of how witnesses in His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta's case were faked, flawed, and the same witnesses who told a lie about his money being given out are the same witnesses, the same evidence we are looking for. So the judges accepted. Koinange, let's talk with facts. These are documents from ICC. It's not Matsanga. I am the only one on the continent, so you take me where? Take me to which jail?
But you know what?
For defending an African country?
Yeah, but don't forget what happened to our friend Baraza.
Baraza was a double dealer. Matsanga is not a double agent. Matsanga is a Pan-African with blood. You cut it, you'll see a Pan-African. I have nothing to be worried about.
You don't?
Baraza bought witnesses for Besuda. In the beginning, it's Baraza who bought the witnesses who went to fix Ruto with Ken Wafula. Then later on, when the deal went sour, he refused. So he's a double dealer. He's been caught in two worlds. I am never, for me, if you don't bring a document from the court saying Uhuru Kenyatta, Ruto, and Sanga are free, don't tell me your story.
But Matsanga, you know, you're in a rare, very unique position of being wanted in two countries.
Yes, which one? And where?
And your motherland.
No, my motherland. You know very well when we have met him seven together with you. Has he killed me? I'm asking you. I'm asking. Dr. Riaka Macha is watching this program today, somewhere in Kenya. Yes, I told him to watch. He's the first man who made me shake the hands with President President Museveni.
Yeah.
For 23 years, but I had never shaken. You asked me about that question.
Yes.
Shaking my hand until I brought peace. There is one thing I've done.
You didn't bring peace?
Yes.
Stop that. Before you continue on, we have a call. Who is it? Shem from Umoja is on the line, Dr.
Yes.
Matsanga. Shem, you are live on JKL. Talk to me. Shem?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead, please.
As much as a Pan-African, which you appreciate, it's good to defend the African rights. But why is it that it's always defending at people who are like, why is it that is the one that is always coming out on top, they think that even the case cannot prove?
Yeah, good question, Shem. Why are you always the one who's coming up to defend these people? Why you? I keep asking. I asked that question. Shem is asking.
I'm an international property. You see, part of you people, listen, part of you in Africa think that when you go to school, read very well, you are a Kenyan anymore. Koinange, you were on CNN. We met in Baghdad, Lebanon, Liberia, Sierra Leone, South Africa.
That's not the point, Matsanga.
Listen,
who died and appointed you to this position?
My passion. Who appointed Kenyatta to liberate Kenya? Who appointed Nyerere to liberate Tanzania? Who appointed Mandela to stand to go to jail 28 years?
So you're comparing yourself with those individuals?
Oh, yes, it's a passion.
Matsanga's like Kenyatta, Nyerere, and Mandela?
Oh, yes, it grows slowly.
Well, it's going to have to grow for a long time with you, Matsanga.
It grows slowly. Jeff, let me tell you.
Okay.
I'm a conflict resolution
Let's come back to incitement, yes. Matsanga. They're saying that you're inciting people out there.
Where?
And by the way, there was that talk about you plotting to assassinate Robert Alai. What was that about?
That's a lie. A very big lie.
You're saying a lie is a lie?
I don't even know a lie. I saw him on your table here.
Yeah, but you were heard on camera, Matsanga?
Yes, this is photostatic things of digital problems. People do their problems. Me, I did not, and I will never even kill a fly. one of the things that I can do as a conflict resolution, when Uganda had a lot of blood, Dr. Riek Machar, who is watching now today,
you said that twice. Kenya. You said that already.
He took me on a helicopter and said, you have to go in Garamba Park and look for a man called Koinange.
Okay.
I did. I brought peace. My people in Uganda are sleeping. My northern people, the Luo community in Uganda, have got that dignity today because of me.
And Koinange is still out there.
I am not an international...
Creating havoc,
excuse me.
Killing people,
yes,
kidnapping kids.
Am I an international policeman? I'm not international policeman.
You were his spokesman, Matsanga.
No, I was his chief negotiator.
You were his spokesman.
Chief negotiator of the peace process, not a spokesman.
All right. Back to incitement.
Yes.
Back to incitement.
Bring me back there.
Yes.
Because I will tell you.
What is it you said?
I have never said anything, Jeff. I have known what a conflict is. I know what a conflict is. I am the last man who would come to Kenya to tell people to get pangas and shoot each other.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Cut each other.
Have you been called in for investigation, for questioning?
No. This statement was political. That's why I'm telling you, Mrs. Mary Ombara herself, when she made a statement in Kampala, which I have on tape, in the recent media conference in Kampala, where in presence of officials from the government here, she said, one, that government, the Kenyans elected president and deputy president who are pigs and figs herself.
Come on.
Yes.
That's an accusation. She's not here to defend herself.
She knows.
You have that evidence?
I've written
You have that evidence?
Yes, I've
written. If she's watching you, that's more incitement right there.
No, it's
she's
not.
She's going to slap on more charges.
She can't slap on more charges when she said it on tape in front of Ugandan journalists. She said it. So was that a hate speech?
Okay, Alphonse Tengele says, yes, Dr. Matsanga, this guy makes me happy.
Yes.
Facts or no facts,
yes,
he's defending Africa,
yes,
and Africa needs people like him.
Oh, yes. If I did not stand up with you from 2008 to talk about Uhuru, Ruto, Sang, Ali, Kosige, that they are being framed, where would they be? People now like them. Look here, Koinange, look at me. People like Uhuru now, everybody says, sa. But in 2008, nobody wanted to hear Uhuru's name. 2008, nobody wanted to hear Ruto's name. Let me make my point.
Matsanga, wait a minute.
Nobody wanted. They wanted him jailed.
Let me stop you there. Those are your points. Those are your thoughts.
Wasn't I on your program?
Yeah, but those were your thoughts.
Isn't that history?
But this is not JKL's
Isn't
thoughts.
That history?
But let's for the record, those are your thoughts.
Yes. And they are good thoughts.
Yeah, but you may end up in jail.
If that is the price to pay for telling the truth, let me go. The truth will set me free. It will.
Now you're quoting the Bible.
Yes, I'm a very good Christian. In fact, I go to All Saints Church if you want to know. That is my church.
We got a call from Maxwell from Meru. Maxwell, you are live on JKL. Talk to me.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Maxwell. Talk to me.
This is Big Maxwell from Meru.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask my son one question. What drives him to become an African man? What is that drive? What is that Matsanga is looking for?
Good question. What is it you're looking for? What drives you? What do you want?
Justice, fair trial. If you give me a fair trial in the ICC cases where suspects and the victims will get a free justice, a fair trial, I'll go home and I don't want any. By the way, Pan-Africanism, Karl Marx died without a house. I might die without a house, but I would have saved millions of people from going to a cold place to be jailed there. These cases of Kenyatta, or President Kenyatta, Deputy Ruto, and the Sang were faked by an NGO system here.
Okay.
It's the same NGO that is looking for me today.
Thought. Dennis Itumbi, are you calling me live on air? Dennis, can you not see we are live on the air? You want me to pick this up, we talk? Or you want to call later? Dennis, maybe it's for you.
Oh, yes, but maybe he liked... Dennis always has been... You remember the photograph at The Hague?
Yeah.
It also brings you in under Dennis. So maybe he wants to remind you something.
Steve Chege Jr. says, Dr. Matsanga is a true Pan-Africanist. Tell him to keep the fire burning and protect Africa from neo-colonialism.
Yes.
I mean, there are people who actually like you.
Oh, yes, very many. In fact, if you put me in this country, in fact, very soon, I wish Kenyans gave me the permission to have a passport to stand here as an election. I would win votes.
You?
Yes.
You would stand?
I would sweep.
You would
By
stand?
the way, I'm a political scientist from day one up to the last
Matsanga,
minute.
you would stand for an election?
I would sweep. You don't know. I go to a hotel these days in Kenya. I am eating and I want to go. I want to pay. Somebody has paid my bill.
So listen, the governor's seat in Nairobi might come up very soon. Would you stand?
I would stand.
You?
Yes.
You know, you're going to get like 3 votes.
Kenya, me, to get in this country, I will get votes. If I was a Kenyan with a Kenyan passport, I would defeat some people here.
Maybe your good friends could give you a Kenyan passport. You know,
yes.
The friends you talk about.
If they see that what I've done for this country is value, it has value.
Would you really want to stand in this country?
I would, because this country is going to become one country.
The guy next door says.
Don't forget.
The guy next door says, didn't know Africa had a superhero,
yes.
Matsanga.
Oh yes.
I can't believe people are saying this about.
Do you know that my websites are 5? I have 7.5 million people.
No wonder you're being charged with incitement.
Look here.
No wonder.
And I am wondering how Kenya can charge me with incitement when 7.5 in a developed country like London. By the way, my daughter last born is 15 years old. Audrey, you are watching. I told her to watch.
Last year she was 8.
No, she's 15.
Oh, okay.
The last born.
And Kosinati Buselezi says, Itumbi, stop interrupting Jeff.
Yes.
What does Itumbi want?
Maybe he's monitoring you. I don't know. But let me look at this. Itumbi is only worried about the trend in which National Steering Committee on Media are doing their things. They have called me in public. They have announced my name in public. I'm not going to a boardroom to be in a boardroom. I want this to be in an open place where journalists and international journalists are hearing my stand and my defense on the incitement speech they are talking about.
Okay. Lex Muge, he says, Matsanga is a noisemaker. Tell him to go to sleep.
What about him? What is he doing? If I'm noisemaker, he should not be listening to me. The guy should actually enjoy me because I stand. You see, most of the people in Kenya fear the Ocampo so much. Whenever Ocampo could arrive here, people close offices to see him. And Matsanga, for me, who has lived and seen what Ocampo has done to this country, I would not even dare to even stand and close my small office, which has been here for 10 years. I wouldn't. But the people feared. And today, Jeff, let's get this. I am not a person who should come here to preach hatred. I am a conflict resolution, a man who has created peace in Zimbabwe, Mugabe and Changarai. You saw me with Mbeki in Sudan. I've moved. You saw me with Dr. Yakamacha, Dr. Rugunda.
Don't talk about Sudan. Sudan's a mess right now, Matsanga. You can't even talk about that.
I need to go there. And that's why I'm very determined.
You need to go to jail.
No, to go and solve more problems. Jail is for people who have created havoc. I have not written down for any tribe to go on another tribe.
Alex Ngare says, Matsanga should go back and help Uganda. We are tired of his insane noise.
Yes. Uganda is the same as Kenya. If you destroy Kenya, you have destroyed Uganda. My mother will not have tea. People are threatening to uproot the railway. You want Matsanga to keep quiet? You saw the rally at Kibera. You saw it. Is that not the real incitement? When they said that rail going to Uganda should not even be there. They will I have to protect it. My mother and other people survive on that railway.
Eric Apile says that man knows the history.
Yes.
Let him express more to Kenyans.
Yes. Because I've seen a lot of violence. How can I come here to advocate for violence? How?
Yeah, but
even we have been in jail together. Listen, we have been in jail together with Prime Minister Raila Odinga in 1987.
You were in jail?
Yes, we were detained in a committee.
You?
No, here, Nyati House.
You?
Yes, with Raila when he was brought from committee. How can I tell people to go and beat him? How? I've been a rebel also. I've fought for democracy. I returned democracy in my own country.
Crazy Buffalo, that's his name, huh?
Yes.
Crazy Buffalo. He
but
says,
such names you should not, we need real names. What is a buffalo?
Wait a minute. Wait till you hear what he has to say.
Yeah, okay, let's see.
He says, Ingwe.
Yes.
Matsanga has my vote. He should vie.
Oh, you're Ingwe. Ingwe knows, Ingwe means FC Leopard.
Yes.
Yes. I'm AFC Leopard
but
from
Crazy
Uganda.
Buffalo's praising you and you're already jumping down his throat.
I'm worried because they can call me hate speech. They can say when I talk about Buffalo,
Matsanga,
they will say I'm a hate speech.
Let's come back to incitement of violence.
Yes, sir.
Why would you be involved in something like that?
Surely. That's why I brought this file for you to see, my dear brother.
Don't show me the file.
No, I'm not showing
you. What are you going to do when they call you in? What are you going to tell them?
I'll give them. Most of my articles on my Facebook are Besuda. If it was the Besuda looking for me, in fact, I will climb in a plane the following morning. I don't need a warrant like a Baraza wasting people's time and taxpayers' money.
You go yourself?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
What do you think is going to happen with this and the 6 others who you're...
I don't know them.
You don't know them?
Theirs is a different hate speech. Mine is incitement.
What's the difference?
There's a big difference between that in English language. You know, incitement and hate speech are not the same.
So, bottom line,
they are telling me,
yeah,
if you cannot charge the big men senators who are going around the country telling people and insulting a president, surely, what you are insulting a president whom you elected, and you are not charged. But you are going for Matsanga, who is only saying ICC cases are bad for this country. And I will continue to say they are bad.
Yeah.
You know our security. Before I leave this place, let me talk about one thing.
Go on.
That pains me. The MPs are not looking at anti-terror law. Every country changes anti-terror law. In Britain, where I live, the law has been changed. If you are caught as a terrorist, you are kept in jail for 28 days. They look for your DNA, your hair, your suit, your shoes, until they find there is nothing. The MPs should change quickly. And anti-terror law that will actually stop.
Matsanga, real quick.
Why is
sorry to cut you off, but real quick.
You are cutting me short. Why is it that in Ethiopia and Uganda, they are all in Somalia? But they don't have bombs coming every day like this. Don't blame the chiefs of defense, police, Jimayo, you are blaming him, Gichangi. No, the law must be changed to give Gichangi. In Uganda, the Gichangi type of man, Michael Gichangi man, has a pistol and he uses a pistol.
You're talking about the director of NIS?
Oh, yes.
You know him?
Yes, I've seen him on pictures. I don't know. I have not spoken to him. The director of intelligence in Uganda works with a notebook and a gun.
What's your point?
What's your point?
Gichangi doesn't have a gun?
No. He doesn't carry files.
Gichangi doesn't have a gun?
In Kenya, the law says go and brief next president, brief that one. The terrorists would have gone already.
I don't know.
And then you release him. He comes back on the streets of Nairobi to go and maim more people. In Uganda, you just go and salute and say, Mr. President, I got them, but one is only here.
You think that should happen here?
I think you better change the law. That's what I'm pleading to the MPs instead of looking for me.
Sure. Your thoughts about Moses Kuria's latest posting on Facebook? Talking about Somalis, talking about people arming themselves, talking about terrorism. Your thoughts?
Moses Kuria is my friend. Apparently, we are the only foot soldiers who were left. So the king might be left with no foot soldiers. When Moses falls, Matsanga falls.
Wasn't Moses Kuria one of the 6?
He was the first one taken. Now they came for me. You see, that's a political plan. The people who have been very critical.
But you just said you didn't know the other 6.
No, the people who have been helping this situation, especially on ICC, is Moses Kuria and myself. We have been very vocal on ICC matters. But unfortunately, Moses Kuria's posting is on, at least he knows what wrong he did, maybe, or not what right he has. He has. But me, I don't know. They have just said, my writing about the ICC, I've incited the people.
So you two might end up in jail.
Surely.
Both of you.
At least, we are the only foot soldiers who will be taken. If that is the price to pay, Jeff, I will pay it.
Gabriel Mwakasega says, Matsanga, thank you for your help. We need it. We'll call you. By the way, have you ever gone for a drug test?
Yes. In fact, I don't. There are 2 things that I don't do. 1, I don't take tablets. 2, I am never injected for the last 35 years. My blood is as clean as the cleanest blood, and it has a special grade.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you my grade. It's the well sought for.
Yeah, grade that's going to jail, Matsanga.
Yes. You see, jail was made for people. If I have made a mistake, in this territory of Kenya. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I leave this matter to the DPP to decide and look at my file.
Okay, we'll end up with David Oluoch.
Yes.
With Matsanga on fire. I like his passionate way of defending issues, and he's a real, genuine African.
Yes.
He incited no one.
I didn't.
David Oluoch.
I didn't. In fact, that man, he knows very well. I'm the only person in Uganda who stood by all the people when there was a lot of oppression.
And you're doing it here.
I have done it in Zimbabwe.
And they're cutting off your neck.
They're
cutting you at the knees.
Which knees? They will not catch the knees.
It's an expression.
But wait for me in the status conference. If you don't like my face, switch off your TV.
What if they're sewing your uniform at committee? Maybe they're getting your uniform ready.
No, I will be away by that time. But I will be in the status conference.
Yeah.
I will make sure that I bring the President of the Republic of Kenya, free man. And that's all.
And you're going to stand
for... And the deputy must then also be free.
And then you're going to stand for governor.
I will come to stand for the East African presidency. That's my ambition.
God help us all.
Yes.
Dr. David Matsanga.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
And you too.
And the Kenyans, please, I pray for you that I have nothing to do with hate speech. I am a very law-abiding citizen.
You said that.
And I'm ready to be charged for anything if it is proved. And the files will be sent.
You're ready.
They will be sent.
You're ready to go down.
I can go down.
And our lights just went down. I don't know if we're still on the air, Matsanga, but if we are, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Next week, new guest, new theme, new topic, new everything.
And
I can't believe
I will not go down. You see that?
We're still on the air.
Yes. I will not go down.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Yes.
Keep tweeting.
Yes.
At Koinange Jeff.
Yes.
Do you have a Twitter handle?
I have a Facebook.
Forget that.
I don't use the Twitter handle. This is, in fact, this.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
Yes.
Good luck.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
Oh my.